So let's wait for our live stream to come out. Go. Hope you're heard. Come out. There you go. Hope you're heard. Come out. There you go. Okay, guys. So welcome to my sample live stream using OBS. And I will be presenting to you very short a discussion about building and enhancing new literacies across the curriculum. In the Bachelor of Elementary Education, this is their first major subject, which deals on the literacy program in the basic education level. That's why through this sample broadcast that I am showing you, I am presenting to you a very short uh, description of this particular subject, particularly on the first part of it, which is on the definition and the broad scope of literacy. So let me show you my presentation here. Building and enhancing new literacies across the curriculum is the first major subject. It's one of the major subjects in the Bachelor of Elementary Education offered at Merida Queen College of Pampanga, which deals with a deeper understanding of what literacy is, even the different literacies across the curriculum. In short, across all disciplines, how can a basic elementary or a basic education teacher, I mean high school and elementary, teach literacies across learning areas to our learners? Okay, so the first part is the introduction to literacy. So we have to find out what literacy is and what could be the different scopes and paradigms of literacy. So in this lesson, our target is, of course, at the end of the session, we are able to define what literacy is. We are able to describe we have to define and dig deeper with the definition of literacy. Okay. Next, we have to be familiar with the hierarchical levels of Philippine basic education system. So as elementary teachers, as high school teachers, we have to identify and to know the different levels of Philippine basic education system. And then we have to differentiate the old and the new paradigms of literacy across the curriculum. So we have two paradigms of literacy across the curriculum. One that is old and one that is new. And then we'll try to merge and what sets the difference between old and new and what comes after merging the two paradigms of literacy. And we have to apply, of course, the importance of literacy in the real classroom setting. Okay? So our target is, of course, to define and give scope of what literacy is. We have to define and give scope what literacy is. We have to learn what literacy is. Okay, and then we have to know the old paradigm of literacy across the curriculum, and we have to know the new paradigm of literacy across the curriculum. By the way, the lesson package that we have for the day for the first chapter is based on the Primus package of the Department of Education or the pedagogical retooling in mathematics, English, and sciences, languages and sciences, or the Primus learning package. This is one of the lessons that is packed within that one, a discussion of what literacy is. Okay? So before we start, let us have a warm-up activity here. I call it as the pick a pic or pick a picture, wherein I will be showing you 6 pictures here. There you go. And let us try to know what will be the relationship of these 6 pictures to our particular discussion for today. Okay? So these are the different roles, besides being a classroom teacher, a subject teacher, these are the different roles that a teacher could have inside the classroom. Of course, a teacher is a guidance counselor, a teacher as a medical practitioner, a teacher as a surrogate parent or a second parent, a teacher as a peacemaker, a teacher as a nature lover, and a teacher as an entertainer. What do you think would be, besides that this is a question, what do you think is the role that is most likely to be performed by a teacher? So besides being a classroom teacher, what do you think is the other role of the teacher? He or she is also a guidance counselor who counsels a student. A medical practitioner is a teacher is always there to check on the medical and of course health wellness of the students. And then we have surrogate parents. It's one of the most effective role of the teacher inside the classroom, which is the second parent, in loco parentis, sabi nga. And then of course peacemaker. This is the particular role of the teacher as she deals with maintaining the peace and order inside the classroom, of course. And of course, we have what we call as a nature lover. As a teacher, you have to, preserve nature and make our students love Mother Nature in the long run. And of course, a teacher is also an entertainer. Always remember that inside the classroom, the teacher is the source of joy, and of course, the teacher is there to entertain and help the students to learn creatively. Okay, so besides being an entertainer, a nature lover, a surrogate parent, a teacher should also be a literacy advocate. A teacher should also be a literacy advocate. So when we say a literacy advocate, it means that according to the Department of Education, every teacher is a reading teacher. So always remember that one. A reading that every teacher is a reading teacher. Always remember that one. You are not that reading is not only confined with language art subject just like English and Filipino. Sir, hindi naman ako English teacher, hindi naman ako Filipino teacher. I am a math teacher. Even though you are a math teacher, you are also considered as a reading teacher. Sir, I am a science teacher. Okay? So, in here, DepEd would say that every teacher is a reading teacher. A SOCSI teacher is a reading teacher. A math teacher is a reading teacher. A science teacher is a reading teacher. A MAPE teacher is a reading teacher. So it encompasses all disciplines for that matter because according to it, every teacher or the teachers are bound to make every student literate. We are duty bound to make our students literate and learn. Okay? So it boils down to one thing. And after this one, we will end our streaming. Just give you the definition of what literacy is. So there are two possible definitions. According to the DepEd Primus package, there are two definitions of literacy. One that is the old definition or the old notion of literacy, and the other one is the new notion. In the new notion, in the old notion of literacy, literacy is the ability to read and write. When a student is able to read, when a student is able to write, so therefore the student is or the learner is literate. Basta marunong magbasa, magsulat yung bata, that's the very basic core and the foundation of literacy when the student is able to read and able to write. On the other hand, the new paradigm changes encompassing already the different macro skills of communication. It's not on anymore reading and writing. Okay? It says here, literacy is about being able to make sense of and engage in advanced reading, writing, speaking, listening, plus viewing. It says there, when the student is able to make sense, when the student is able to create meaning out of what he had said, he had read of, and then he had spoken with, and all could be the best way for developing literacy. And of course, engagement is one of the keys that you have to remember. There should be enough engagement with the students. And of course, it deals with advanced reading, okay? Advanced writing, advanced speaking, advanced listening, and viewing. At the onset of modern technology, at the onset of the 21st century, there is already the viewing process wherein the teacher is also teaching the students how to make meaning and how to engage to whatever that they are viewing or to whatever that they are watching. Okay? So there you go. I am giving you a short presentation of what literacy is. Okay? Thank you so much. Again, this is a sample live stream only of OBS, using OBS as a tool for teaching. Okay? So shout out to Ma'am Jam who will be checking on this one. I'll see you soon. Bye.